Walking through Hurricane Walk for me, it's just exciting because it feels like it's new every time we walk through it.
Going through Hurricane Walk, it's a tremendous feeling. The fans are going crazy, everyone's yelling at you and everyone's trying to get your attention.
Even though I'm not the star player as much as other people, as people getting their names yelled at, I know I contribute my part and it's gonna help out the team.
Maurice is the unsung hero of the offense. You know, a lot of people don't know him, a lot of people don't hear about him much, but without him, it's just, we wouldn't be able to run our offense.
At the University of Miami, we talk about being the same guy every day. I think Maurice Hagens is a case study in that. We know every day that we're going to get a smart, tough young man with tremendous work ethic. I think that's important to have those guys, the guys that are kind of the nuts and bolts guys and hold it together for you.
Mo's my guy, man. I love Mo. I don't think I'd be where I'm at. I don't think any of the running backs would be without Mo. I mean, I never tell Mo because I don't get all sensitive and stuff, but I love that man. Like, I really do.
The running back group, you know, is a close-knit group, and Mo is one of those key figures, you know, in that.
I mean, with the tires that did that? Yeah, I see that.
You know, he's a joy to be around. He's always in a good mood. I've never seen him down.
Maurice's smile is who he is. He's a funny guy. He's a happy guy all the time. I always look to Mo just to get a good laugh in or just to talk about a play before. You know, he's always the same guy. The smile really says a lot about him.
On the field, he's very quiet, believe it or not. Off the field is where he's very vocal, but on the field, he's pretty much like a silent assassin. He's focused, he doesn't waste any energy, he gets right to the point as far as what he has to do.
I think most coaches would agree. The team is most vulnerable after a big win or after a terrible loss. Clearly, we had an emotional win at Georgia Tech on the road. You have a chance at that moment to start drinking the poison. That was the whole challenge this week going into North Carolina State. Of course, our focus was on North Carolina State, but our primary concern was on ourselves.
This afternoon, we'll find out what kind of identity the Hurricanes have. Was last week a program changer or just one game on a very long road in changing this program around? Josh Darrow from the sidelines will frame this one up for us. Josh?
All right, Joe, thank you very much. You are absolutely right. A huge identity game for the University of Miami. We'll find out if Miami has the consistency that Coach Golden has been looking for.
Stephen Morris ducks in under center. Miami trailing 7-0. Doubles back to throw, looking for the end zone. And Allen Hurns, he's got it for a touchdown. What a catch by Allen Hurns. Tiptoeing in the left corner of the end zone. A strike from Stephen Morris, 14 yards for a touchdown. Here they come. Morris is protected. Throws, end zone, Dorsett. He's got it. Touchdown. Stephen Morris, the Philip Dorsett.
We were very explosive in the first quarter. I think that was the best first quarter I ever had in my whole entire career.
That's awesome!
We have so many athletes that it makes my job easier as the commander just to get the ball to the guys and they're going to make plays for me.
When we went up 16-7, it was really good because they didn't know what was coming.
Morris to throw, looking, throwing, caught at the 40. Allen Hurns breaks the tackle. He's got it to the 45.
When we seen how they were in the first quarter, like wearing down already.
Line spins out of a tackle to the 15. James to the 10.
It was like, wow, we just got to keep pounding on them.
James top of the eye. State shows the blitz. They jump. Morris free play. Throws down the middle of the field. He's got Rashawn Scott at the 40. Rashawn Scott in the foot race. He's going to go all the way. It's a touchdown for Miami.
It's amazing to be a part of the 70-yard touchdown.
23-7, and Stephen Morris is lighting it up.
Not every fullback gets to score a touchdown, but when you see the wide receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs score, it just feels like I scored a touchdown as much as they did.
Toss left side, Duke Johnson looking for a block, and there he goes at the 30, 35-yard line, lowers the right shoulder, and he's belted out of bounds, 11 yards for Duke Johnson.
And old Maurice Hagens, the guy that does all the dirty work at fullback, made that thing happen.
When you see Mike or Duke running the football and scoring touchdowns, if you look a little bit behind, you'll see Maurice Hagens. And the reason why he's a few yards back is because he's blocking his man to the whistle.
Sometimes what I do is call it dirty work because not everybody wants to go in there and hit every play and be physical.
It's the work that no one wants to do. You don't get any credit for it. You don't get any stats for it.
I love it because it's a job that needs to be done.
It's Hagens and James, 2 receivers left.
We're asking him every single play to go knock the living daylights out of a linebacker. Every play he's hitting that he's in. A lot of people can't do that.
Mo's a tough player to replace, and he's a very valuable and integral part of our offense.
We couldn't run the football without Maurice Hagens.
Let me be clear on this. Without Maurice, the offense wouldn't be the way how we are right now, and I'm grateful for him.
We have a lot of guys that are doing their job, and Mo Hagens comes to mind. Doesn't matter what we ask him to do, he does it, and he does it unselfishly, and he does it to the best of his ability. And that's a unique trait to have in this day and age, especially in the game of football. To see Mo do it, leading by example, is tremendous, and I know it's got far-reaching impact on our team.
Throughout the game, the offense was clicking, but North Carolina State has a great offense themselves, and they're a resilient team.
Rolls left side, throws, caught, touchdown, North Carolina State. Been down this avenue before.
I'm sitting on the sidelines, and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, man, we got to go through this again.
50 yards from the right hash mark, score tie, 2:03 to go in the game. Snap, kick, on the way, got something behind it, hit it for the uprights. It's good from 50 yards away. North Carolina State has tied the game at 37.
I was kind of thinking about overtime and getting myself ready for overtime, and then all of a sudden, Finney came up with a huge play.
Looking for Tobias Palmer on a stop and go, and he throws it deep. It's going to be intercepted at the 40-yard line, the 38-yard line by Miami. Intercepted by Thomas Finney.
Throughout my whole entire head, I said, I didn't want this game to go to overtime. I never want to put it in that situation again because overtime is so 50-50.
We were trying to win the game. At that point, he probably had thrown for 500 yards.
A huge play here.
You'd have to think he'd have a shot on 3rd down to convert.
Rolling right side, everybody's going deep. He's in trouble. In the throw, got a receiver coming back. He doesn't see him. Instead, throws it deep down the field. Porter said, he's got it at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown! Philip Dorsett from Stephen Morris. With 19 seconds to go, 63 yards, a moment of magic.
And Dorsett finally gets behind NC State. Morris unleashes one. And what a catch, what a run, what a play, and what a game.
Coming to the sidelines after the touchdown, I was extremely happy. I knew that, we scored and that the game was up, but we still had about 20 or so seconds left on the clock, and you never know what could happen in college football anymore. So I was excited, but I wanted to be sure before I started celebrating.
A school record for Stephen Morris, 566 yards, 44-37. Pandemonium at Sun Life Stadium.
Setting an ACC record is something that, personally I didn't think would ever happen. I just wanted to go out in that game and put myself and put my teammates in the best possible position to win.
What means the most right now is that the team is coming together and winning. Records are nice, but the reality is we wouldn't trade any of those records for a win and being 3-0 in the conference right now.
What a game at Sun Life Stadium.
I started celebrating, I think it was like 3 seconds left, and it finally hit me. I was like, wow, we did that.
To share that moment with my friend, for him to throw a touchdown pass, for me to be winning with him, just have a great feeling.
Valuing a position like fullback and valuing of a guy like Maurice Hagens is the reason why we're doing so well right now. Everyone on this team is equal.
I don't even know how to put that in sentence. It just feels great to be appreciated.
The identity of this team is changing. I think the reason why it's changing is because we all love each other and we all know that everyone has that specific role and everyone is equal on this team. And that's the only reason why you could pull out games like that.
Take it in, take it in. That was his team effort as team can be. And I speak for everybody here. I'm proud as hell at this team.
It was a pivotal game because we handled success and we went right back to business and we carried a focus into the game a second consecutive week. I don't think there's any question that we're improving as a team and our approach is improving as well.
After every game, the media always requests me to do a post-game conference with them.
I don't think they noticed me.
You know, that's just something you got to deal with when you're the starting quarterback at a big-time university.
I'm never requested to go to press conferences. Usually the media just want the person that has the stats. I don't mind being away from the spotlight. I'm just glad to do what I have to do for the team to win.
All right, we're going to bring Stephen Marks to the podium. Okay, go ahead with the question. Stephen.
Being the starting quarterback, it's expected to be up on the podium and it's expected to always get the limelight and, you know, being the face of a program. But everyone on this team deserves that respect. Everyone on this team has that equality. You know, this win is just as important for me as it was for Maurice. The same amount of work and dedication that I put in, the same amount of work and dedication Maurice put in for this win. And the thing about life is people don't see that.
At the end of the day, they have different roles in that game. One role is a little bit sexier than the other and is a little bit easier to discern, you know, from the casual viewer. But at the end of the day, both are equally important in the success of the team.
As I'm leaving the post-game conference from the media, I'm walking through the tunnel and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, wow, what a game.
With the game on the line, Miami delivers a moment of magic.
I'm just glad to be a part of it, to be a part of a team that is just doing so many great things. At the end of the day, I'm just one guy amongst many who are just trying to help change this program.